So Dad had some land. There was 12 plots of land divided up. I guess 14 divided up to, no, 12 with the 5 boys and his mother each had 2.
Well, I guess we could say that what had happened, my dad bought the 5 acres here a number of years ago, quite a few years. I don't know how many years before, and he used it as a pasture for the cow. And bring the cow, and he had a horse. He'd bring it the horse once in a while here, but mainly for the cow in the summer, and take the cow up behind the house in the winter. And so we had the 5 acres. Well, while during the time that, I guess after I went to college, Mother decided to sell the cow. So she sold it or whatever, got rid of it. She didn't have the cow anymore. And about that same time, they were putting 400 North through. There were some houses and people wanted to build on 400 North, and they put the road through. And Mother was hoping they'd put a fence up so it could still be used as a pasture, but no, they didn't. They just put the road through. So the road was here. And half of her property was on one side of 400 North, and the other half on the other side. She went to a friend and she was going to divide it up. I guess when we came home, and we wanted to build, then she realized what she needs to divide it up some way, and went to a friend who was a surveyor, the county surveyor, and he said, well, if I go out and survey it, it's going to cost you quite a bit. But if I just do it on paper, I can do it for free. Well, so she said, I'll do it for free. So he first of all planned it where there were, I think, 3 on the side and 1 on. It was a kind of a different way. And she said, no, I'd rather have it 6 lots because there's 5 sons and herself. So there are actually 12 building lots. 3, 3, 3, and 3. 3 on 500 North, 3 on 400 North, and 3 on the 400 North, and then 3 on, I guess it's 350 North. So they had the 5. And so we were the first ones to build on any of those. And I had talked to Bert Angus, and because he was a contractor, but he was also our mission president. And the first thing he said, how serious are you? You know, are you just looking for a plan, or are you serious about building? We said, we're serious. And so he came and presented a plan for us, which was this home. And then we were trying to decide, well, where should we build it? We could build on any one of these 12 lots. And he suggested, you know, probably on the north side. I thought it would be nice to have it on the south side. Then the sidewalk, you know, the living room would not get the summer sun. And he said, well, that's true, but in the winter, the sun will melt the snow on your sidewalks. Okay, so we had it built on the north side, and we built it right next to Bryce Caldwell's property, where it is right now.
Okay. Rather
than in the middle. Yeah, he also said you don't want a corner property because then people are always cutting across your lawn and everything. And we said, well, we'd like a basement. And he said, well, that area of Vernal's notorious for having high water table and water problems in the basements if they have a basement. He said, you don't want a basement, but we said we do. So he said, okay. And he had a test hole dug. He said, I'll have a test hole dug and see if there's any water. Because actually, just south of here, I don't know who, it was not on our property, but on the property south of that, somebody had dug a hole, and it seemed to have standing water in the bottom of it quite often.
Like where the apartments are?
Down there someplace.
By the church.
Down past the church. And it had water in it quite often. And anyway, he dug a test hole, and I remember I came came down the street one time to look at it, and I thought, who dumped all those rocks on our place? I was really upset. Come to find out, that was just that
Test hole.
Gilman Shivers had dug the test hole and just dug them up and piled them over on the side. It was my rocks on my property. But that was,
It
but
was a
no
creek bed.
water, no water, and so he said, okay, we can do the basement. And so they dug it out, and he did something. He said, what I'm going to do is I'll put in a French drain inside in the basement under the cement. So he did. That's a pipe with holes in it, so that water could come in and then drain off into the sewer. And then he connected it into the sewer. I don't know just where, but so it drained off. And we really haven't. The only time we've had problems with water in our basement is when water has come in where the water line comes in.
Mhm.
If we don't watch that, water will come in there and come into the basement. That's the only time. It hasn't come up from underneath. All our neighbors seem like all the way around have had water problems in their basements, but we haven't had any from underneath.
Well, that's good. Good.
So